heard you're friends with our mate Lewis Capaldi.
We message but we've never actually met. We've never actually met. It's one of those where we keep saying, let's get together and have a pint. I just think he's amazing and so funny and so down to earth, and he just seems like he'd be great to hang out with, and obviously such a talented musician.
An A-lister has joined us, Golden Globe winner who starred in films such as Kingsman, Rocketman and Robin Hood. Now he's starring in the brilliant new TV series Blackbird. Give it up for Taron Egerton, everyone!
Yeah!
Thanks. A-lister might be stretching it a little bit, but I appreciate it.
Mate,
you are an A-lister.
Thank you very much.
Mate, even since the last time I saw you, like when you were doing the rounds for Rocketman, I mean, your star is quite literally rising non-stop.
Well, that's very lovely of you to say.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know what to say to that.
No,
Thank you.
I know it's a tough one, but look, I want to talk about the new show, right?
Yeah.
So Blackbird, tell me about it.
So Blackbird is a brand new 6-part limited series that is currently airing with a new episode every Friday, and it is the true story of a guy named James Keane, who in the mid-90s received a 10-year custodial sentence for dealing drugs and possession of weaponry. Bit of a, toe rag would be putting it nicely.
Yeah.
But he had this kind of extraordinary set of skills. He was very kind of quite charming and charismatic and had some martial arts experience. So the FBI approached him and said, if you transfer to a high security prison and if you can get a confession out of a suspected serial killer, we will clear your 10-year sentence.
Oof. Wow.
So it's quite a cool setup for a show. It really happened. But what it kind of becomes over the course of the series is this psychological drama, this game of cat and mouse between these two guys. Myself, I play Jimmy, and then also Paul Walter Hauser plays us.
He's fantastic.
He's amazing.
Super creepy.
Yeah. He's really, really horrid in it. I mean, we're both horrible. They're not particularly likeable characters, but they go on a bit of a journey together.
The reviews have been insane, and it's all just people are just saying it's suspense galore.
Yeah, the reviews have been quite overwhelming, actually. It's really amazing.
Well, congrats, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we
Thanks
also
very
need
much.
to say, not only are you playing the lead role, you're an exec producer on it as well.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It is cool, yeah. It feels a bit like, I don't know. It's weird, yeah. I read the script and I just couldn't put it down. I thought this is going to be an amazing piece of television, and I'd had aspirations to begin producing some of the things that I'm in, and so I asked them how they'd feel about it, and they very, very kindly agreed. And it was cool. Yeah, it meant that I was a part of the conversations of who would play Larry and that kind of thing. And
were you part of the audition process?
No, it was more for that role. It was more kind of just who's got great work behind them, who's exciting. There was a conversation around some big stars playing the role, but Paul, I think, still feels like somebody who's kind of on the rise, and that's quite cool because it means that you don't have too many associations with him.
Yes, I agree. You can believe the character.
What was that film he did about
Richard Jewell?
That's it.
Yeah,
the Richard Jewell film.
Yeah.
He was so good in that.
Well, I'd seen that.
Yeah,
and I was like, this guy's amazing.
Yeah,
and he wanted to do it, so yeah. And he's a great guy. He's super funny as well. He's kind of known for comedy roles as well. He plays a really great supporting role in I, Tonya and also Cruella. But you've never seen him like this. He's goes to another level in our show. Yeah.
Oh, I have to mention something because I can't not, because you're sitting right next to me. I can see your pecs coming from your t-shirt. I can see that you've put on a bit of muscle.
What are you doing later?
Have a drink first. No, how long did it take you to get into shape?
Yeah, it was a long time. So I knew I was playing the role for about just under a year before we started shooting it. And I knew the real guy was in really great shape, and it was probably just over 6 months of gym every day and all the rest of it. And
every day.
Every day. But I did sort of fall in love with it for the time I was doing it. It became kind of like a therapy because the show's so dark and so unpleasant that the gym was kind of a place for me to go and exercise the demons of the day,
Wow.
Yeah, but your
enough.
abs had abs. I mean, you
All right,
went...
Sean.
Yeah.
All right,
Listen,
Sean.
I've watched it.
You've got to get through me first.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm having the drink first. Right. You also did the American accent.
Yes.
How long did that take? Because obviously 6 months in the gym, you're probably trying to do American accent at the same time.
Yeah, whilst doing curls.
Yeah.
The guy was from Chicago, so it's quite a sort of specific sound. I had a really great dialect coach called Carter Bellamy, who is American but lives in London. And yeah, you do like weird things, like you break down the script into phonetics. It's all a bit boring and technical, but
Is it like any words that you would say it like that, and then you've got the rest of it?
I don't even know if I can do it now. So what's different from a normal American accent is like the sounds like back or man. It's very flat.
Yeah.
So I'm not even going to do it now. I'm not
What
going to
do you
attempt it
mean?
because I don't know if I can. I can do it, and it'd be a terrible advert for the show because people will hear it and go, "Well, that is a American accent."
Yeah.
I'm definitely not going to watch Blackbird, but it's good in the show.
Whenever I've tried to have done it, I always had to like link it back. Like now, everyone that I ever try and do, it's really offensive because anyone I try and do from Boston just sounds like Peter Griffin. Oh, just sounds like that all the time.
That's fair. That is good though.
Yeah, shut up. Shut up. Now, Taron, the new show, Blackbird, before we talk more about that, I also want to know, right, because the show is obviously based on a true story. It's in maximum security prison. Is it maximum security prison?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, that's where he ends up.
Crazy. So now, did you get to go to a prison to see what it was like?
We shot it in a prison. So it's
Was that scary?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just grim. You know, we weren't surrounded by real prisoners, but it has been a real working prison, and it's kind of depressing actually. You know, it's like
Can imagine it's not fun house.
Yeah, it's not fun,
Yeah.
and obviously in the middle of New Orleans, in the middle of summer, you know, it's pretty gross and sweaty, and you know, but it gives it a vibe.
That would have messed with my mind. Surely at some points you're like, I'm actually in here.
Yeah.
I was going to say, how method do you go? Do you spend a night in a cell to get yourself
Got
accustomed?
tattoos.
Yeah.
Gym in the garden.
There was a conversation at one point where Paul kind of floated the idea of us spending a night in the jail cell. I was like, you can stay in the jail cell. I'm going back to my hotel.
Yeah,
mate.
You're living a mad lifestyle now. You know, we've said all the movies you've been in. You're sort of flicking from LA to London and whatever. And obviously along the way, you've got a few famous friends. But we
Yeah.
want a bit of a story on how you met these people.
Go on.
We heard you're friends with our mate, Lewis Capaldi.
Do you know what? We like message but we've never actually met.
Oh.
We've never actually met. It's one of those where we keep saying, let's get together and have a pint. I just think he's amazing and so funny and so down to earth. And he just seems like he'd be great to hang out with. And obviously such a talented musician, but we've never gotten together.
Let me tell you the problem with that sentence you just said, because it won't be a pint.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
It will be several
pints.
upon several.
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe.
And there's a difference between fun and liability. Isn't
Yeah.
So probably best stay away from Lewis.
Well, you guys, I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yes. What about this one? Dua Lipa.
No, I've never met her.
Good. Next.
Where's all this come from, this intern?
We've had a couple here. Apparently, have you ever met Kim Kardashian before?
Where are you getting these from?
I don't know.
I
Maybe
don't
some
know.
weird depths of Wikipedia. Ed Sheeran?
No, never
No.
met him.
Who are you mates with?
Yeah.
This is a
Who'd you go
tenuous
school
way.
with?
No, because he's mates with Elton John, and that's
Oh, yeah,
like,
that's
that's
pretty
like
good.
just the
Yeah.
ridiculous thing. I remember last time you got a ring off him last time. Is that right?
Earrings, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Was it earrings?
he's given me so many trinkets and bits.
Do you
and
still have?
bobs.
Please tell me you haven't lost anything.
No, of course not.
Oh, thank
no.
God
I've
for
got
that.
a drawer full of Elton memorabilia. But, no, that's probably my most famous friend, I would say.
Yeah.
I feels weird to reel off the other famous people I know.
Listen,
Fair.
we've all got to do it. Mine's my dad. So how does that feel? Mine is
Weirdly,
my own dad.
so's mine. Is your dad?
Have you had any starstruck moments, though, since you've been, like, jetting about?
Yeah. I met Stevie Wonder once. That was pretty crazy. Yeah.
That's cool.
That was pretty mad. So, you know, I've met Paul McCartney. That was pretty mad.
These are-
Harrison Ford. I've met.
Oh, my God,
I
only
know,
the
I'm
legends.
showing off now. I know.
now they are.
But
Couple of
like
legends.
only in passing.
Yeah, but
But
they're the ones that still make you know, because a lot of people think, you know, big Hollywood stars, they don't get starstruck, but they, you know.
I do. I feel like a tourist. 100%. Yeah.
I love that. Hey, well, mate, all the love to you, because congratulations, the new show is absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
And I implore people to go and watch it as well. Blackbird, you can watch it on Apple TV Plus right now. Let's hear it for Taron, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.